Hi there, it's Maggie again. So this is the second time I've tried to do this. I said to you a while back that I was going to show you an update of a Vera Bradley that I was waiting for. I actually have 3 different Vera Bradleys that I have been waiting for, and they've all arrived. I just haven't had time to get back and do that. But I wanted to show you this one particularly because this one is a real blast from the past for me. The reason I wanted it was because I have a wallet the same pattern. I always used to love matchy. I'm not so much like that now, but I used to love them matching. But this one is a real blast from the past, and I don't know what year these were made, but the style is the Hipster. And the pattern is Symphony in hue. Isn't that beautiful? Stunning colour. And if you know Vera Bradley, you'll know the Hipsters were a great bag. They never looked big. They always looked pretty small, but surprising what you could get into them. So we'll just do a bit of a review of the style and then we'll get into it. There is something else I want to really show you, and I will get to the other Vera Bradleys that I want to show you too that arrived. But as you know, you can only use one at once. But if you know my channel and you know from the past, I have always changed my bags out regularly. That's just what I do. So I'm lucky I've got a few that I can do that. Well, I've got a lot actually. So this one is the Hipster. It comes with the zipper front pocket here. Here is, I use that for a phone pocket, and I'll just show you my cover because I'm filming on my phone, but my cover pretty much fits in there perfectly, and that's not slim. On the back is a zipper, which is pretty much 3/4 of the length of the back wall. Then you have your main zipper here. So let's get into it. I love the colors of this. Just to mention, there's a beautiful long strap. It's fairly thick. It's not padded, but these straps are fantastic. I've got maybe 4 of these particular style, but in different colors, and I've never had an issue with any of them. They come with an adjuster here on, so you can adjust the size if you want to have a crossbody or on the shoulder, whatever you want. The old metal from these ones always had the stamp of Vera Bradley in there, which is little touches that I used to love, and I still do. There's the Vera Bradley on the ribbon there. Now I can tell you that I know that I'm not the only one that says this, but the original Vera Bradley and this era are far superior to the stuff you get these days, in my opinion. These were beautifully made. The ones these days are often not up to par. So that's why I really source out these older ones if I can get them. I have got a few new ones, and I will show you those other 3, but I love the older patterns, and I've been looking for this one for quite a while. The Symphony in hue is like timeless, really. The colors you'll never ever really date. They've got the beautiful border there, just added little extras to this beautiful bag. So I'm going to get into it. In the front pocket, the zipper, I've actually got nothing in that. Occasionally I'll put like a lipstick or a packet of mints, but that's about it. My phone, as you know, goes in there, as I've just showed you. The back zipper, it's a good size. And look at that. Just quickly, I'll show you the beautiful lining. Vera Bradley always had the fabulous linings. My keys. And on my keys is a mini tape measure, which is super cute. Yeah, I've sort of got rid of a lot of old keys that I had on when we moved house. I hung on to them, and I didn't really need. I had like 3 lots, so I got rid of them. But anyway, and a little owl key ring, which is gorgeous, and that was given to me as a gift, so I keep that on there. So that's that. Then we go into the main area. Looks like there's a lot in there, because there is, but it's surprisingly how roomy it is. I've got quite a lot in there, so you can see that. Let's have a dig. So I've got my makeup bag, and it's just a little thing if you wanted to use it as a little like clutch or something, but I don't. I just use it purely as a makeup bag, and I've only got very little amount in here because I don't really take a lot when I go out. I used to take a lot, but now I leave it pretty much home. So I've got Panadol, another Panadol, some mints, which I always carry, as you know, makeup mirror, put your lippy on or whatever, and a lippy. A nice colour. It's sort of like a pinky, it's quite nice, medium pink I'd say. It's a good one. So I just pop all that back in because that, now I think I've learned to take what I need to go out, unless I'm going on a really long trip, and then I wouldn't use this bag anyway unless I knew that I had like a carry-on. But I try to carry what I need for the day and not anymore, because it starts to get really heavy, and I don't know, I just sort of think I used to always overdo it, and now I've learned to do it less. So the next thing is I've got in the bag, I don't know if I can show you this, I'll try and turn it back to show you. There's 3 pockets. 1, 2, and one on the right hand side there. That's not very helpful to you, is it? Let's try that again. I'll get you. There you go, that's better. 1 there, 2 here, that's a pocket, and then that one on the right. I've got my fingers. 3 pockets, and in those pockets, they're sort of small. The bigger one is in the middle, the other 2 are fairly small. I've got little erasers, little, I don't know what they are, little penguin erasers, not sure where I got those. A pen, which I always keep on me. I've got a couple of notebooks, so if I lose one I've still got one. Let's pop those back in there so I don't lose touch with them. And then on the right hand pocket I've just got a it's a shopping bag, the recyclable type ones, because in Australia you cannot get shopping bags anymore, so you have to bring your own. And if I haven't got a big shop on, I just take something small like that. In the bottom of my bag I just have this zippy lock with wipes in there, just enough for if I need to have a coffee or if I have something to eat and I just want to wipe my face. I don't take the whole big thing of them, because if you know, if you've seen them, they're quite a big packet, and you can get smaller ones, but I like the bigger ones because they've got a really soft scent. So I just take some out and put it in that so it stays, you know, good. A brush, tissues. I made this years and years and years ago. I've got my tissues in there. Yeah, 2 packs of tissues in there. And that's sort of handy if you want. Otherwise you have them rolling around in your bag, and I've done that many times, and they come up and you've got to pull one out and it's all ripped or scraggy or stuff, and it's not a good look. So I just keep them in there now. And finally, my purse. Now this is the wallet I was talking about that I had this, I've had this maybe, probably 10 years. That's one of the first things I got from Vera Bradley, from a lady in the United States, and I've had this for all that time, but I used to use it with other bags, but I always wanted one to match, because I used to like matchy-matchy, as I said. Did I say that? Yes, I did. So I used to love matchy-matchy. I don't so much now, but I used to. So this is a match. Now, if you know Vera Bradley, and obviously you do, the pattern placement was the thing, you know. I never cared about any of that sort of stuff, as long as I got, you know, it had some colours, because you can't necessarily get them matching completely. But this one I was pretty lucky with, because they're almost identical. I was really, really quite lucky. So, yeah, so I got this, and it's got a wristlet strap, but I don't know what this is called. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can't say. If you know, drop it in the description box for me and we'll go, you know, have a chat about it. But I don't know. These haven't been available for a long, long time. But it has an outside zip. Put your coins in. Australian 50-cent piece. I'll show you. It's a funny little shape. If you haven't seen Aussie money. And we have a 20-cent piece, so they made it like that. like the corners, like the octagon shape too, deleting out the different things. So that's the outside zip. Then the inside is basically like that. Got my cards, I've got my ID there, and the back is for money. I've got a band-aid in there. I've got a $20 note. If you've seen my other video that I did last night, the cash stuffing one, I showed you a $10 note, which is sort of a blue color. This one's more orange, and that's the $20 note. And it has Aussie identities. I think that's Howard Florey on the front of that one. And that one, I don't know, Caroline Chisholm it might have been. So they're identities that are connected to Australian history. And I'm sure with the American money or whatever money you have in your country, they do the same sort of stuff. So that's a $20 note. And so I've got that in there, the Band-Aid. So just a little bit of paper that my husband wants to go to a place, a restaurant somewhere in Melbourne in the city. So I've kept that so I know where to go when we choose to go. The other side is my ID, as I said, and that's it. So it's a pretty basic wallet, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm happy with that because it actually matches my bag. So I'm going to stick that back in and all this other stuff. And that is the Hipster, and I'll just pop it back in because you know how when you throw it all back in, it never quite goes back in the same way. Well, in this case it does, because there's only so many variations of what you can do because it's not a huge bag, but it fitted everything that I showed you in. So that's amazing. So there it is, all zipped up. Isn't that amazing? So that's the Vera Bradley Hipster in the Symphony and Hue, if you want to see. I love that colour. I really love that colour. If I only had to have one bag in the whole collection, I could never decide that. I have a top 5. So that would probably be in my top 5 now that I've seen it in the bag form, because the wallet only had a certain thing, but this has got more. My favourite one, I'll just remind you, was the Pink Swirls, the Midnight Blues, this one. I loved I've forgotten. I love the Rhythm and Blues. I don't know, there's so many. There's absolutely so many. The Parisian ones were always really nice. So there's a lot, but my top 5 were the ones that I still keep and I won't ever get rid of them. Now, the other thing I want to show you, and I know these, excuse me, are available in the United States, but I just wanted to show you what they look like. I actually bought this secondhand from a lady here in Australia, because these are really, really, really expensive, and they're called Vendula. That's the brand. But this is the Grace bag, and this was a pattern that I always wanted. And it's one of their old ones, but it was called the Cat Cafe, and I hankered after this for a very long time. They're only vinyl, and to my way of thinking, you know, they're probably not worth the money. I mean, I know I bought this well loved, but even so, you know, for the money that you pay, you'd want it to be a little better made. But you know, they're quirky, and that's the whole point. The back's like that, and then it opens up to a big area with a zipper. And I got this from her, and I was delighted. She was wonderful. I was absolutely delighted to get it, because even though it's been well loved and it still looks fine, I mean, there's parts of it, but it's still fine. I'm going to cherish this one. I also bought the little coin card wallet off her in the Cat Cafe. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what they cost in the United States or in England. I know that's because I think that's where they originated from. But you know, they're just beautiful. But consequently, I don't have too many of these. I've got a couple for sale on a Vendula page in Australia and on Facebook in Australia, because postage to send them anywhere else in the world would cost a bomb. So I'm selling them in Australia, the ones that I've got, because I'm a little bit fussy about what I really like. And because this has been used to, it's not as stiff, which I love. I absolutely love. And I'm a pink girl, so I always wanted this one. And I was just so lucky. The first person that sold on it didn't want it, so I got it. I was so lucky. So I'm going to love this. I'm going to use it and love it. But at the moment, my priority was showing you the Vera Bradley. And I will make a point of, I'll write it in my diary because I've got a cash stuffing to do in 2 weeks, and I will make a point of trying to fit another Vera Bradley in at least once a week. It's been pretty busy here, so it's trying to find time to actually sit down, not be interrupted, and allow myself to, you know, talk about the virtues and the whys and wherefores of the bags, you know, that I'm showing you, because when you're in a rush, you lose the point and you sort of forget, you know, good things about it that you want to say. So I'm not going to do that. So that's all from me today. That's the 2 things that I've shown you. I hope you're still loving your Vera Bradley if you're able to buy it, if you're in the United States or wherever you are. I just find this company, or company of 2 ladies that originated with it, was fantastic. And I'm so glad I've got a few pieces. So I will see you again soon, and look out for my next recording, and I will say some more. So have a great weekend wherever you are, and take care of yourselves. I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.